What's up, fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. So, check it. I think it's a good time to have like a bit of a come to Shakira moment. As you know, throughout this journey that I've been on, it's been one, you know, learning curve after another, right? So, I kind of want to talk about that and how you know where and finally get to where I'm at now from a learning curve perspective, right? So when I start looking up this way on my screens up there that I'm looking at the charts, but so what was it like last year? Last year I started off looking at crypto and wanted to I got the trading bug, right? First, it was more just investing, right? Okay, buy a little Bitcoin, buy a little Ethereum, see what altcoins might be a good fit. And the sheer lack of knowledge that I had at the time cannot be understated. Let me just say that, right? It cannot be understated. Like I bought some Bitcoin when it was like 40K and Ethereum when it was around the same price last 2022 January. And I started adding to it as the price dropped. And I mean, I got some as low as 18K, you know. I didn't get a lot. I didn't get a lot, let's be clear. Ain't nobody got money to buy like one Bitcoin. Owning like an Ethereum is like easier to do, but Bitcoin, nah. So after moving away from crypto, I wanted to learn how to trade, because I realized, holy crap, you can make so much money as a trader, whatever type of trader you want to be, day trader, swing trader, long term, whatever, you can make so much money. And it became, and what really really got me was that last summer I took a course by Thomas Carlo. Like I paid for that. Like I paid for a course to learn how to trade. Now I'm not knocking it. It had its own things, whatever. It taught some things, but as with all things that I learned that I find useless to me for the most part, it's all gone, whatever that is. I mean, I follow the process. I'm an avid student. Like I'm really good at learning things. So, I did that and then I was like, okay. But at the end of it all, it just felt like I didn't have enough information. I really just didn't feel like I had enough information. So then I started like testing my trading strategy with I put like 10 USD T into an account and I started trying to like trade small amounts of that. And I wasn't doing very well. Like I wasn't doing terrible because risk management was a big deal and, it made complete sense. But I wasn't doing very well. And there were questions that I still had, like questions around, okay, so why should it go here and then do this? Like, why did this candle not close this way? And why did it, I just wanted to know the deets, the complete picture. So, what was it? I think around late November, early December, I discovered ICT. I was looking at Meet Kaplan's stuff. Like, I really enjoyed his free content. If you haven't seen it, go check him out. He does some, nice, easy to digest, like trading, trading learnings and stuff. Very good stuff. I mean, that was good too, but I don't know. I just want to be a beast at this, right? So it wasn't enough. And then at one point, I was reading one of his comments or things, and he was saying that he learned a lot of stuff from ICT, the Inner Circle Trader, and I went over to go check that out, and I was like, all right, cool, cool, cool. I watched like a video about obviously I didn't do anything in order, right? I just grabbed like the OTE primer or whatever video and I started watching. I was like, this is so complicated. And I put it down. I was like, I can't do it. This is too complicated. I think that was in November. And then in December, I was like, you know what? This is stupid. I need to get my life together. So I went back in to the ICT stuff, and I looked at, and I was like, I got to start somewhere, right? And I looked at the 2022 model, the mentorship, and I started with those videos. And then all of a sudden, I was like a sponge, just slurping it up because this is exactly what I wanted. Like he was explaining to the candle why it was doing this, why it should go here, da, da, da. And even if you just trade like the 2022 model, I mean that's more than enough, right? And I saw like a marked improvement in my trading with the 2022 model. And then, realizing he was going to do a 2023, I was like, all right, Shakira, we gonna take this year, right? And learn and grow and work through all of the things that cause most traders to fail, right? Things I didn't even know about, right? We're just gonna work through them. Anyway, so this is not like a plug for ICT or anything. It's just my journey, right? Like, whatever. So, like, in 2022, if you look at my earlier videos, I was trying all these indicators, man, Bollinger Bands, the EMAs, freaking, I can't even remember all of them. There's so many, man. And the thing is, like, you can't see past them. You know what I mean? You just can't. It's just you just can't. Price. Just look high, low, close of the candles. That's all you need. You don't need no dang indicators, man. That's just gimmicks. And most of these bands and EMAs, they're late. They're past the moves. Gone. Gone. So so when it comes to like my journey, right, like I really started to open up and start to understand and dive and like pull in all of that ICT content. And I've been every time you put something else out new, a lot of people say you can get information overload and you can like, basically keep moving from strategy to strategy because he's put out a few things, right? Like Silver Bullet, like he's the fair value gaps and like his son's model and 2022 model. Like you've got options, right? Like he's taught us how to trade. But guess what? Why people don't? Well, I think from my personal opinion, why most people fail is they can't master themselves, right? So let's think about the emotional roller coaster I've gone through, right? Like I hit like a euphoric space when I found it, and I was like, yes, this answers all the questions that I had. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And then I hit a point where I was like scared to put the demo trade on. Just press the button. Like I'm like, yeah, I know it's gonna do this, but I was too scared to press the button. And then I had to work myself through that to get to the point where I was okay to finally press the button and be okay with getting into the trade. And then the next hurdle after that was I decided to hold on to this one demo account and it went into mad drawdown because I started that whole demoing thing way too soon. Way too soon. So that messed with my psychology and like that added its own level of fear. But let me just say, I am massively grateful that I'm doing all of this in demo. Okay? Because imagine if I was trying to learn while trading my money. Heck no, man. It's a waste. So then, once I got past that stressing, because it was stressing me. Like I was literally writing down every day, every loss, every gain. It was doing me in, y'all. The psychology is not a joke. It is not a joke. They are when people talk about, you can know everything you need to know to trade, but then still fail. It's not a joke. It's the dang truth because you got to master yourself. You got to find discipline. And I'm right now, like once I hit past the point where I was okay to press the button. Okay, good. I'm pressing the button. We're good. Then following and finding consistency. That's the next step, right? And this is where I'm at right now, right? That and also being able to hold a trade to take profit, right? Now ICT says, if you think it's going to make it to a certain place, like pull out 60, 80 ticks, right? Like 15 to 20 handles and get used to that. Get used to winning, get used to the feeling of that. And then, watch how whether or not your analysis would have played out the way you wanted it to. Right. And I'm at that point right now where I'm trying to do that. And, I started off well. I was, honestly, like you really only need like a few trades a week to be profitable. Like all these people out here taking like multiple trades a week, 20 plus trades a week. That's crazy. Like in all honesty, you just need to take a few trades a week. Less than five, I would expect. Like if you get one a day, that's beautiful. Okay. Let me pull that down. Oh, hello, kitty. There we go. Any case. So I'm at the stage. Ooh, that got dark. So I'm at the stage now where trying to give myself some so you can see my face through the light. Sorry about that. So I'm at the stage right now where I'm trying to work on that discipline to just take just the 80 to 100 ticks each time, even if I know it's going to go higher. And you saw me post a video yesterday about a trade that I put in. And honestly, I wish I had time for all of the stupid trades that I take too, so I could post those. But I don't always have time to press the record button when I'm doing that. So only when I have like time, there's no background noise, nobody else talking, that I can do that. So yeah, I'm not trying to only show winners because I don't always win. The other thing at this point is the simple ability to be okay with the loss. Like if you set your analysis and you're wrong, that's okay, right? That should be okay because it's not your whole trading career isn't predicated on that one trade. So I'm at that stage right now where I know what I want to do. I know how to trade, but I haven't worked out how to be disciplined and only get in for just the things that I'm looking for and not FOMO in to and become impatient and do other things, right? So that's the yeah, that's the general journey that I'm on right now, right? Like that's the journey I'm on. And I think I'm well on my way to getting to where I want to be. Hey boy, Kitty's here. I'm well on my way to becoming a profitable trader come 2024. But I am not going to force myself to put real money behind this until I know that I can be disciplined. So that's the next hurdle to get over. And I thought I'd share that with you guys because we're all out here trying to like, get ourselves together and make that money, be financially independent. That's the goal, right? We want to be financially independent. And, I would suggest if you haven't read it, because this really shook me up last year. Like I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. And yo, I was pissed. I was pissed after reading that. And I realized there's just so much that I didn't know that now I know. And I'm like, heck no. We are going to make some changes. I would have made different decisions if I'd had this type of knowledge before. And then after reading that, I just started to read other things, like another good suggestion is The Creature from Jekyll Island. And that one will give you a really good idea about money and how and how it came to be, what it's backed by, how it's being used, etc., etc. But anyway, I just wanted to make a quick come to Shakira moment video and just talk about the journey and the psychology and where one time early in the year when I was starting that demo account, I could hold on to it and keep trading it. Now I keep resetting it. It's like you're not gonna stress me out. But now I need to keep it open. I can't. It's such a weird Why is it so dark? Oh my goodness. It's such a weird mind shift. Anyway, so once I'm finally at the point where I've found that discipline and I only trade the setups that I'm looking for, then and only then, after I've been doing it for a little while, will I put my money behind it. Anyway, what is it? Happy Thursday. Um, I hope your journey is going as well as mine. And be patient, okay? Because look, this is a good example, and I think ICT uses it as well, right? Like, we're cool with spending 4 years for undergrad and then about 2 years for grad school, approximately, depending on if you do it full time or part time. We're okay with spending that time to learn a skill to go out into the world to get a job, right? We're okay with that. So, why, for the love of everything, should we feel like we need to rush when it comes to learning how to date, to trade, right? And that's something you gotta remember, right? We spend because I know I spent 4 years in college. I ain't using none of that. None of it, right? So this year I'm taking to get my mind right, get my skills right, so I can do something that's gonna make me infinite monies. Man, this lighting is ridiculous. I apologize, y'all. That's gonna make me infinite monies. That's a no-brainer. 1 year, can't count on the fingers. Ha! 1 year versus four or two, can't count. Woo! That finger, look at that. Look at that pinky just coming in. Drop it. Two. Two? Come on. It's a no-brainer. Anyway, y'all behavior. I've been thinking about this since I woke up, but I was like, I need to take a strong look at where I'm at. Sometimes you can feel like, oh, I'm being so impulsive, I'm doing all this crazy stuff. And the thing is, just remember, you've made huge strides. Huge. If you've, look at me, I'm 10 months into this process for this year. 10 months. And if you look at my videos now versus my videos then, come on, man. It's night and day. I'm just using levels, price levels. That's it. The candles, open, high, close. Wicking, constant encroachment, mean threshold. That's what I use. And let me tell you something. I know this is gonna make me into a millionaire. I don't know, maybe even billionaire, but I don't need that much money. I need money to be comfortable, take care of my family, you know? That's the plan. So, all right. Think that's good. Y'all behave yourselves. This week's price action, insane. Like, look, more sun came out. Can see me better. Haha. IC said it's not a good week to be trading. And he's like, I'm staying out. Take a vacation. You know, these days and these weeks are what I'm learning and as I journal to avoid. Even if I am demo trading it now because I'm going through my process and trying to test everything and trying to weed out my bad habits, still, you know. Anyway, be safe. Let me know how your trading journey is going. And don't worry, we've got this. We got this. Nothing can stop us. All right? Be safe. Shakira out.